Autolite and its 96,000 dealers present Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you a suspense play of love and death in a New York penthouse, The Well-Dressed Corpse, and starring Miss Eve Arden. Before our play begins, here is a word about Autolite from our good friend, Harlow Wilcox.
Hi, Mr. Wilcox. What can I do for you?
Well, Sam, my friendly Autolite spark plug man, you can tell me what you think of those fresh, frisky, and frolicsome ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs.
They're tops, Mr. Wilcox.
Now tell me, if replacing worn-out spark plugs with ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs will give a car smoother performance, quick starts, gas savings.
You bet. What else would you like to know?
Well, are Autolite spark plugs made by the same Autolite engineers who design coils, distributors, and all the other important parts of the complete ignition system used as original factory equipment on many leading makes of our finest cars?
Why, of course.
Oh, and that's why we say Autolite spark plugs are ignition engineered, designed to perform as a perfect team with your car's ignition system.
Sure. Can I tell you more?
Yes. Do Autolite spark plug dealers, like you, replace worn-out spark plugs with ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, either standard or resistor type?
Of course. But you know all about that, Mr. Wilcox.
Yeah, but I just love to hear it.
But you said it.
And I'll say it again, because you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with The Well-Dressed Corpse and the performance of Miss Eve Arden, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
She's lying on the couch in my office. Thought I'd just let her alone until you showed up, Captain Rourke.
Well, that was considerate of you, Lieutenant.
Here we are. Inside.
Are you sure that's her?
I'm positive.
Where was she picked up? In her bedroom?
Hell's Kitchen, an alley. She lost her dress, and one of the boys gave her his overcoat.
What's your name?
My name is Ruth Franklin,
How old are you?
33,
Where do you live?
Pickwick Arms on Riverside Drive.
Do you drive a car?
Yes, a blue convertible, Mediterranean blue.
Did you go to school in this city?
Graduate school, Columbia University. I went to Stanford. I worked for the Carrington Green Advertising Agency. My secretary's name is Petey Wright. I'm the murderer you're looking for.
Okay. I guess you're Ruth Franklin, all right.
I guess I can't blame you for not recognizing me. Did you know that 6 weeks ago I was voted one of the 10 best-dressed women in America?
Yeah, I read something about it.
I always knew that someday I would be. But when it actually happened, it was just as exciting as if it had been a total surprise. The invitation to the buffet luncheon to meet the press came on Friday. I ran right out and bought the most elegant and expensive dress I could find. And when I swept into the luncheon, everyone was looking at me, including the other 9 well-dressed women. Percy Hamilton of Radcliffe, a little bald-headed man who moved and looked like a startled chipmunk, met me as I came in.
Oh, Miss Franklin, I'm so happy to see you. Right this way, please. You're a little late, you know.
Percy, baby, you've confused me perhaps with a debutante. I work for a living.
I'm going to put you here at table 13. Oh, pardon me, Mr. Mason.
That's all right.
Mr. Mason, may I present Miss Franklin?
How do you do?
How do you do?
You two are going to be luncheon partners. Well, I'll run along.
You, of course, couldn't be anyone else but the best-dressed Franklin.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Mr. Mason.
My tone was not meant to imply a personal indictment, Miss Franklin. In fact, it's a commendation. You play your part very well in this racket.
Racket?
Racket.
Oh. I always draw the most charming luncheon partners. It was undoubtedly something in your childhood. They made you wear Buster Brown collars or velveteen knickers.
I wore dungarees. No, it's just that I have the best prima facie evidence anyone ever had that this is a travesty on good taste and artistic judgment.
Before I move to another table, Mr. Mason, I'd be utterly amused to hear one sentence telling me why you feel this way.
I'd be happy to oblige. You see, I was picked as one of the best-dressed men.
Mr. Mason, for the first time, I'm beginning to savor the sweetness of your judgment. Well, that was the way it began. A little careless banter while we sized each other up. And something in our measurements had meaning. Because despite speeches and cold chicken a la king and news photographers interfering with most of our conversation, we later found ourselves at the Stork Club, analyzing everything from Picasso to paper hanging. Sometime in the evening, he said he had to catch a plane somewhere, but he'd get in touch with me soon. The next morning, when I walked into my office, Petey, my secretary, was wearing the smug smile of a girl who had caught her older sister with a boy on the back porch hammock.
Seen it yet, boss?
The Gimbal lads, how were they?
Da-da-da-da-da. I can wait.
All right, seen what?
The picture of you and Roy Mason.
Mason? I hardly spoke a word to the man. They told me to look at him as if he'd just found a cure for the common cold.
Hardly a word, huh? How'd you converse at the Stork Club? Smoke signals with your cigarettes?
Petey, you're very close to being fired.
Let me read what some of the columnists say. The most handsome twosome in town last night were Ruth Franklin, the best-dressed huckster, and Roy Mason, who...
Petey, what do you know about him?
I'll save you the embarrassment of asking me to get a file on him. I've already done it. Here you are, boss. The Life and Loves of Roy Mason, assembled by Pete Wright, Girl Boswell.
All right, tell it.
He was a war correspondent, distinguished. He's written 2 books on world politics, The Long Road of Destruction and The Coming Asiatic War. I've ordered both of them so you can talk his language. He has a weekly column and a weekly radio program. Yale, 38, unmarried. Just call me Quick.
Thank you, and goodbye.
I'll just leave these things here so you can drool over them. Have fun.
Petey,
Yes, boss man?
you've had your fun. Now, hands off. I'm going to marry him. I read those clippings through from beginning to end. And when I went home that night, I took both of Roy Mason's books with me. And the following night, he called me. And then it was practically every evening, and cocktails and weekends and meals and fireplaces and books and talk and talk. I knew, and I let the papers know, that Ruth Franklin finally found a man who came up to her epic requirements. I had him hooked. Now it was time to reel him in. Roy, I have some news I know you'll be interested in.
You gonna run for president?
Oh, no, nothing as small as that. I'm going to get married.
You're going to get what?
Married.
Oh? To whom?
A man named Roy Mason. I just decided.
Ruth. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm already engaged.
Who is it, Roy?
A Long Island socialite, Elizabeth Granger. You know her?
No, and I don't believe I'd want to.
Oh, Ruth, did you think we were going to be married?
Of course I did. And so did every newspaper and columnist in town.
I never pay any attention to the gossip columnists.
Well, a lot of people do.
Oh, Ruthie, now, don't take it like this. You must have known I had a life before I met you.
I should have known a lot more, I guess, than I do.
Ruth, don't lose your head over this.
What do you expect me to do? Break down and beg you to change your mind and marry me? I'm sorry, Roy. I'll go home and read an old coward play and get over it. So that's the way it was. I'd saved myself for the one man who had what I had, brains and guts and talent. And I suddenly found out I'd saved myself for what I couldn't have. I went home, threw his books in the fireplace, and sat down to have a long look at me. And all I found was a big, ugly hurt. Then it was light and time to go to the office. Petey, what are you doing at my desk?
Hello, boss. I really didn't think you'd be in today, considering everything.
Why shouldn't I be in?
One of the best-dressed women in America doesn't find out that her boyfriend is a wolf in best-dressed clothes every day.
That's enough, Petey. Get out of here and get to work.
All right, boss. But it's happened to all of us one time or another. You should have practiced when you were young, then you'd know more about what happened to you.
Listen, you brainless little typist, get out of here. Go on, get out.
Okay, I'm going. But I know a good psychiatrist. He has a couch just made for people like you. You know, I could quit, too.
The whole office knew about it. It pleased their tight little minds that I'd been caught off guard. Most everyone, including our 3 vice presidents, found some sort of excuse to come in and see the woman who'd been taken in love. They were disappointed when they didn't find me planning a sudden trip to London or enrolling in Helena Rubinstein's charm school. But the lower echelon was even worse, especially the stenographers. They handed me those grief-sharing eyes, usually reserved for 16-year-old girls who've been jilted by the high school fullback. But by 5 o'clock, I swallowed 2 aspirin and my pride and called Roy.
You've had 3 cigarettes and 2 martinis. Any conversation coming up? What is it, Ruth?
Newsprint, for one thing. Those nasty little black tracks on those clean sheets of white paper. They came right out and said you jilted me. The same way they came out and said we were a torrid twosome.
Oh, yeah. It's my fault. I'll phone them tomorrow and tell them how wrong they've been.
You will not. It'd only make me look a bigger fool. Besides, they aren't the only ones. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Roy, ask that strange-looking little man to fill my glass. It's empty.
Sure. Waiter?
I haven't seen one person today who isn't in high glee over the whole thing. And incidentally, you look a little too smug to suit my taste right now.
Ruthie, don't do this to yourself. You're too good a guy.
It's easy for you to say. I wish I were in your position and you were in mine.
Oh, Ruth.
Oh, don't you look at me that way.
I'm truly sorry it's embarrassed you. You're distressed now, but it'll pass.
How can you marry someone like her? You'll be bored to death in 6 weeks.
Let's not talk about her.
What's she ever done to deserve you? Gone to a few parties, made a trip to Europe every year, learned how to play 6-hand canasta? Or maybe it's her figure, Roy.
Ruth.
If it's her figure, remember, somebody pounds it back into shape every morning after those big nights. And if it weren't for several dozen foundation garments...
Oh, stop it, Ruth.
You've made a fool out of me for some grown-up child who probably never did anything for herself. Servants paid to live for her.
Please, you're raising your voice. People are looking.
Let them look. A scene in a cocktail lounge makes good reading, and we always make the papers, don't we?
Voice, will you keep your voice down?
Why don't you go back to Asia or someplace and write another book? I hope I never see you again.
Ruth! Ruth!
Roy looked foolish shouting after me. I looked even more foolish trying to make a dignified exit through the tears. Oh, leave it to me. I did a good job. I went off stage like a second lead in a little theater production. The next day, I didn't go to the office. I felt weak and weary and sick all over. And I didn't answer the phone until 3 in the afternoon. Hello?
Me.
Oh,
I'm trying to get you all day.
what for?
To tell you that we're friends, you and I. I hate like the devil to think that you really meant it when you said you never wanted to see me again. I sent you a letter last night, but I'd rather tell you what I said in person.
Now look, Roy.
Oh, let me go on, will you? A man rarely meets a woman like you. I was lucky. Real lucky. Ruth, you can send me away altogether if you want to, but I'd miss you for the rest of my life, and that's the truth.
But you're going to marry her.
Ruth, I want to talk with you calmly, decently, honestly. I want you for a friend. Mixing a couple of drinks in my apartment around 5 tonight. I hope you'll be there.
All of a sudden, I saw a way out of everything. And I spent the next 2 hours getting ready for Roy. I remember I was wearing a new black crepe sheath by Dior and my pastel mink. It was a cold night, but the air made me feel good. Better than I've ever felt. I was politely late.
You came. Let me take your coat, huh?
It's a little chilly. I think I'll keep it on.
Martini? Manhattan?
Music, I think. Now a martini.
Already had them fixed. I knew you wouldn't pass up a Mason special.
You were rather certain in your pretty speech on the phone, weren't you?
I meant it. And I am glad you're here, Ruth. All of that highly lacquered veneer you show your public is all right for them, but as for me, I'll take you the way I know you.
Oh? Tell me more.
Underneath $40,000 a year and being the best dressed, you're quite a gal. One look told me that.
This amounts to a hats-off conversation.
Now, Ruth, we're ready to talk, you and I. Let's do it, huh? For the first time since we met, I know all about you. I know what makes you work.
And I don't like that one bit, Roy. I don't like being ripped open for the public to watch.
You don't understand.
Don't touch me.
Ruth.
Yes, it's a gun, Roy.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Ruth. Ruth, stop this. You got it all wrong. Put down that gun. Ruth. Get a doctor. We'll say it was an accident.
Stay away from me.
Phone a doctor. No. No, it wasn't supposed to be this way at all. Ruth. Ruth. I wrote you.
I stood there looking down at him. He tried to talk again, but he couldn't say a word. And then, all of a sudden, he was dead.
Autolite is bringing you Miss Eve Arden in The Well-Dressed Corpse. Tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Check your spark plugs, Mr. Wilcox?
You sure can, Sam, because it pays to have spark plugs checked and cleaned regularly. Helps keep a car running right.
Sure does, Mr. Wilcox. And it only takes a couple of minutes for an Autolite spark plug dealer like myself.
Why, when worn-out spark plugs are replaced with new ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, you'll get away in a flash for a ride that's smoother than a gigolo's line. Because you'll get smoother performance, quick starts, and gas savings.
He's off again.
Ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, you know, are installed right on the assembly line as original factory equipment on millions of leading makes of our finest cars and trucks. Money just can't buy better spark plugs for your car than Autolite.
You're right, Mr. Wilcox.
So, friends, see your neighborhood Autolite spark plug dealer soon and have him replace worn-out spark plugs with world-famous ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs. And whether you choose the resistor type or the standard type, you can be sure you're right, because you're always right with Autolite.
And now Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Miss Eve Arden in Elliot Lewis's production of The Well-Dressed Corpse, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
It hadn't occurred to me exactly what I was going to do after I had killed Roy Mason. I remember, though, I finished my martini, wiped up the spilled drink, and then just sat and looked at Roy, lying there on the floor.
Hello? Is anyone...
And then I was aware of someone pounding.
Hello in there? What happened? Hello? Answer me, somebody. Hello? Hello? Is everything all right in there? Oh, hello, miss. I live in the apartment next door, and I thought I heard gunshots in here.
You did.
What?
Over there.
Oh. Well, I better phone the police. Is there a phone?
On the desk.
Hello? Operator? Get me the police. Yes, I said the police. Right away, there's been a shooting.
No one lifted a hand to stop me. Downstairs, I got a taxi back to my own apartment, changed, threw some things into a bag, gathered up my jewelry and what money I had. I took my car out of the garage and drove to the station and caught a train as far as Greenwich. There, I registered under another name at a small hotel. I was going to go on up to Canada the next day, but there was something I just had to see before I left the country. So instead, I caught a train back to New York.
Sergeant Collins, homicide.
Sergeant, I wonder if you could give me some information.
I'll try, miss.
I'm from the Kansas City Star. I happen to be on vacation in New York, but as long as I'm here, I'm trying to cover the Mason case.
Yeah, well?
Has Mr. Mason been buried yet, or do you...
Edgeflower Mortuary. Rosary tonight. Burial tomorrow.
Thank you, Sergeant. I was at the Edgeflower early, waiting across the street. It was cold and blustery, but I wanted to see her walk in. I wanted to see how well she could take it. But Elizabeth Granger didn't appear at his rosary. The next morning, I wore dark glasses and a veil. I went to his funeral, but she didn't. Hello, Petey. I've been waiting for you.
Boss, don't you know the police are looking all over town for you?
Petey, who is Elizabeth Granger? Where does she live?
Oh, that.
She isn't in the phone book. She wasn't at his funeral. There are no pictures of her in the papers. You know these things. Tell me, please.
I can't help you. Nobody can help you now. You're a walking dead woman.
Petey, listen to me.
I don't want to listen to you. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid I'll end up like you someday. Well-fed, well-dressed, successful, well-known, but dead.
I came here for help, not to listen to your opinions.
Everything you ever said in your life was a lie. I did your legwork, looked up things for you, verified them, checked them. Well, I checked about you just to satisfy my curiosity. You didn't go to Stanford or graduate school at Columbia. You were born and brought up in Hell's Kitchen. You went as far as PS 432. You hated everything you had and were, and you tried to wipe it out.
Petey, you must know. Tell me about Elizabeth Granger.
I'll tell you this much. You're not going to have the pleasure of watching her suffer along with you. You know why? Because Roy Mason wrote you a letter that came this morning. I read it, because I never thought I'd see you again. Do you want to know what's in it?
Yes, please.
It makes you look 10 times as foolish as you do even now. He said that there was no such person as Elizabeth Granger.
You're lying.
He just invented her. Just invented her to get away from you.
You're lying. There has to be an Elizabeth Granger.
Here's the letter. Look for yourself.
It was true. Every word of it. There was no Elizabeth Granger. Roy just didn't want me and had to find some excuse. I walked to the door, wondering what to do, where to go.
One more thing, boss. 10 seconds after you're out that door, I'm going to call the police.
I didn't answer or look back. I just ran out of the apartment house and found a cab and had him drive me around and around, through streets and down streets and across streets. I scarcely even saw policemen or people. Finally, I left the cab and began walking around, trying to understand myself and why I'd killed Roy. And everything that came out of my mind revolted me. I wanted to drink. 12 drinks, 100 drinks.
You sure you're in the right place, lady?
Just give me a double bourbon, scotch, a triple, I don't care.
Well, you're old enough.
Hurry it up, here's my money.
Hey, Eddie, get a load of the dough. How would any dame dressed like that come into a place like this?
Slumming. What are you, stupid or something? I like to come down where life is rough, where men are men. I seen lots of them in my day, looking for thrills.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think she came in here for? Thought it was the White House or something?
Oh, talk.
I'll show you how to handle a doll like that. Buy you a drink, ma'am?
Huh? No, get away from me.
Oh, now you don't really mean that. Tony, the drink's on me. Why don't we have it in the booth over here? We can talk, huh?
Get away from me. Who do you think you are?
All right, Eddie, no sale.
Who does she think she is, anyway? She's got no right in here unless she wants to be sociable. She's a bum, and you know it, Tony.
Eddie, can't you see this is a lady? Now go for a walk.
Lady? Since when have we had ladies in here?
Give me the drink, bartender.
Hey, wait a minute.
You cheap little bum!
Hey, Eddie, that dame. Her picture was in the paper this morning. She killed somebody.
I ran out of there. It was only a matter of seconds until they called the police, so I just ran. I saw a police car, and I ran the other way. 2 blocks away, there was another police car at the intersection. I found an alley and ran down and fell headlong over a garbage can into the dirty, foul snow. I couldn't get up, and I cried cold tears.
Come on, dearie. Come on.
What are you doing?
You won't need this coat where you're going.
Leave my coat alone.
That's all right, dearie. That's all right. Come on, the dress now.
My dress!
Ruby, help me get it off.
You can't take my dress off me!
How can you wear a fancy dress like that when you can't wear it in jail? I'll tear it off you if I have to.
No, please, you can't!
All right, stay where you are.
Cops, grab her shoes, Ruby, and let's go.
My dress! They took my dress!
Okay, stay where you are, lady.
You let them do it! Why did you let them do it?
We'll get him. Now, come on. Lift up your head. I gotta see you.
Oh, don't hurt me, please. I'm somebody.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ruth Franklin.
I'm somebody. I'm somebody.
Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Miss Eve Arden.
Hey, Sam, de-dust my windshield, will you? I can write my name on it.
You can write, too, Mr. Wilcox?
Can I write? Why, I blister blackboards writing about the over 400 products made by Autolite for cars, trucks, planes, and boats in 28 plants from coast to coast. These include complete ignition systems used as original factory equipment on many leading makes of America's finest cars. Generators, coils, distributors, electric windshield wipers, voltage regulators, wire and cable, starting motors. All engineered to fit together perfectly, work together perfectly, because they're part of the Autolite team. So, friends, don't accept electrical parts supposed to be as good. Ask for and insist on original factory parts at your neighborhood service station, car dealer, garage, or repair shop. And because all Autolite parts are original factory parts, you can be sure you're always right with Autolite.
Next week on Suspense, the appearance of the distinguished star of the New York stage and the Metropolitan Opera, Mr. Ezio Pinza, in Aria from Murder. In the weeks to follow, we will present such famous stars as Paul Douglas. Then, in one of his infrequent radio appearances, Fred McMurray, to be followed by the First Lady of Suspense, Miss Agnes Moorehead, all appearing in tales well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Suspense is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The Well-Dressed Corpse was written for Suspense by E. Jack Newman and John Michael Hayes. Eve Arden appeared through the courtesy of the Colgate-Palmolive Peat Company, sponsors of Our Miss Brooks.
And remember next week on Suspense, Mr. Ezio Pinza, in a tale of jealousy and hate on the stage of a deserted opera house. A story which we call Aria from Murder.
You can buy world-famous Autolite resistor-type or standard-type spark plugs, Autolite stay-full batteries, Autolite electrical parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
Winter driving calls for safer driving. The National Safety Council urges you to winterize your driving as well as your car. Keep the windshield clear, keep a safe distance from the car ahead, and pump your brakes. Don't slam them. Be careful and don't skid yourself into trouble this winter. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Autolite and its 96,000 dealers present Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you a transcribed tale of violence and tenderness. A story we call The Gift of Jumbo Brannigan, starring Mr. William Bendix. Before our play begins, here is a word about Autolite from a good friend of ours.
Hello, everybody. This is Harlow Autolite Wilcox, singer of superlatives about those sturdy, stout, supremely scintillating stars of action and accuracy, world-famous Autolite spark plugs. The spark plugs that are ignition engineered to work as a team with your car's ignition system. When you replace worn-out spark plugs with ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, that fickle, finicky, and faltering engine will happily hum and gleefully give smoother performance, quick starts, gas savings, all mighty important advantages to every car owner. That's why we say spark plugs should be regularly and carefully checked by your friendly Autolite spark plug dealer. He'll check your spark plugs with the exclusive Autolite Plug Check Indicator. That's a special device that tells the right story for your type of driving. And if cleaning or adjustments are needed, he has the equipment to do the job quickly and efficiently. And remember, too, your Autolite spark plug dealer is the only one who can offer you your choice of Autolite standard or resistor type spark plugs. So go to your Autolite spark plug dealer soon, because you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with the Gift of Jumbo Brannigan and the performance of Mr. William Bendix, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
Come on, Jumbo. Come on. Hurry it up.
Shut up. You act like an amateur. Talking. Oh, that lousy, no-good bit. I knew I should have picked it myself instead of letting a stupid kid do it.
You pushed it too hard. That's why it broke.
I never pushed a drill too hard in my life. Come on, the other bit. Come on, Froggy. We ain't got all night.
Here, Jumbo. Don't get nervous.
You're the ones having cat fits.
It's the last bit we got.
I'll handle it like a baby.
We're almost through anyhow.
Couple of minutes, we're going to be three of the richest men in town.
Froggy, watch how you juggle that soup.
Don't worry. If I drop it, you won't feel a thing.
Well, maybe I ought to hit the watchman again. He might come around.
Ain't you never been on a job before?
Yeah, plenty.
Well, you don't sound like it. Now we're starting to come through.
I'll pour some more water in. We can't break now.
Don't worry.
Jumbo! Hold it a minute.
What's the matter now?
I think I heard something. Listen.
I don't hear nothing.
Well, come on. Let's finish up.
Well, you wasted 10 seconds talking. Come on, baby, get through it. Get through
The alarm! Jumbo, you set the alarm off. We'll never get out of here now. We're fried!
I dropped the drill and listened. The alarm was sounding in my head like cannon fire. And I knew the next thing we'd hear would be size 12 brogans pounding up the stairs with cops' feet in them. You'd think that with 25 years at the business behind me, I'd know better than a tripping alarm, wouldn't you? 3 weeks of freedom was all I'd been able to snatch. It didn't feel like 3 weeks, but more like 3 minutes ago somebody called my name out.
Francis Augustus Brannigan.
All right. Knock off, you guys. Knock off! Benzie, you've been a trustee a long time. So maybe you trust me to rearrange your face. The name's Jumbo Brannigan.
Don't get sore, Jumbo. Only use your whole name for a joke. This is quite an occasion.
Oh, okay, Benzie. I guess this is the one day I should let you have your fun.
Warden sent me to get you. He's waiting.
You hear that, you failures? The warden's waiting for me. So long, guys. Take care of yourselves. So long, Tiger. So long, Peanuts. So long. Greatest bunch of no-good bums in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, how I've been waiting for this. Are all my papers right and everything?
You're as clean as a snowflake, Jumbo. Your release is signed, train tickets on the warden's desk. All you gotta do is tell him goodbye.
Goodbye, warden. Goodbye, warden. You know, I might even say something nice to the creep.
Insult him for me, will you? I'm in no position to do it myself. All right, inside. Just a second.
Oh.
Yes, what is it? Brannigan's ready to leave, sir.
Well, Brannigan.
Oh, hello, Warden. Nice day, huh?
Beautiful. That'll be all, Vinzy.
Bye, Jumbo. I'll keep it camped in the window for you.
Yeah, don't bother. Great guy.
How old are you, Brannigan?
51, I think, Warden.
How many years have you spent in prison?
Well, counting reform school and everything, 25 years.
Half your life. Don't you think you've been a failure long enough?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Warden, you're right. Those long nights back in there really pounded a lesson into this thick skull. From now on, I'm going to be known as Honest Jumbo Brannigan.
Well, you'll have a chance to prove that. I wonder if you can.
What do you mean by that crack?
Have you forgotten about your boy?
Oh, yeah, the kid. Well, I haven't heard much from him, and I don't even know what he looks like.
How he looks isn't important. It's how he feels. Put yourself in his place. He's only 14 years old. He spent 10 of those 14 years as a ward of the state. Never had a family or a chance.
Oh, poor kid. Too bad his mother didn't live. I wish there was something I could do for him, but I guess there ain't.
Well, now, here's where we start putting some lives back together, Jumbo. There is something you can do for that kid. I'm going to tell you just what it is. When you get outside, you're going to take that kid, and the two of you are going to live as father and son.
But, Warden...
We've already got an apartment for you. The rent's paid for 6 months. We've gotten you an honest job.
Doing what?
Working in a department store. Mr. Bishop, who does rehabilitation work, has agreed to take you on.
Oh, that's swell.
The parole office, the Child Welfare Bureau, and the police department are going to keep tabs on you both until you straighten out your life. And Brannigan, you step out of line once, and you'll wish you'd never been born.
Oh, Warden, I told you. I'm going out of here, and I'm going to go straight. I'm planning to make a decent home for myself, and I'll be glad to make a home for that kid. He won't have to worry, and you won't have to worry. Nobody will. Because Jumbo Brannigan's going to live an honest life from here on out. Is that clear?
That's clear, Brannigan. You have my best wishes.
We walked to the gate, arm in arm, and I could see that he really fell for that big speech of mine. I should have been a politician. I almost fell for it myself. It was so good. I wasn't going to go to work in any department store, at least any longer than I had to. I was heading right back where I belonged, over to the south side of town, and I was going to go into business for myself. Jumbo Brannigan for hire. Nights. And then all of a sudden I was outside, free. I spit on the sidewalk, stretched my arms out wide, and took a good deep breath of that sucker's air.
Jumbo! It's me, the kid.
What? The kid? Mine?
Sure. Didn't they tell you I was going to be waiting for you out here?
Well, no, I guess they forgot.
Well, you think I'd let you down? My old man, Jumbo Brannigan?
You're kind of skinny.
Oh, I've been a little off my feed. You know, the excitement of you getting out.
Well, nothing to get excited about. I've been out before.
We're going to live together, huh? Have our own place, huh?
You're all right, kid, so we're going to live together. But get this straight. I'm making the rules. You keep out of trouble. You get in by 10 o'clock at night. And if you call me Daddy once, I'll loosen a few of those baby teeth.
Okay, Jumbo. We'll do anything you say. Anything you say. You don't know how good it is to see you. My old man.
We took the train into town. I never seen a kid so excited, or anybody so taken with me. He looked at me like I was an all-American fullback who just scored the winning touchdown for Podunk. The next morning, I reported for work at Peterson's department store, a big, lush joint. I met the manager, Mr. Bishop, the jerk the warden had told me about.
Well, Brannigan, it's nice to have you join our little family.
Oh, thank you, sir. It was nice of you to do something for me.
I'm not doing much for you, Brannigan, but you're doing something for me. You're filling a necessary job in my department store.
I don't know much, but I'll do my best.
I'm sure you will. I believe in the basic honesty of the human being. And so far, in this little rehabilitation venture, I haven't been disappointed. The parole board felt that if you had some definite responsibility, you and your boy would make out all right.
I'll do my best, sir.
You don't have to call me sir. Just call me Bishop, as everyone else does. I'm going to put you down in the shipping room to start. Suit you?
Oh, fine, sir.
Then you can move up into any job you want. Who knows, someday you might have my job, manager.
Oh, just any job would make me happy, sir. Bishop, as long as it's honest.
That's the kind of talk I like to hear. I'm pinning my faith on you, Brannigan. Anytime you have a problem or get the urge to, come to me directly. And remember, we work on the honor system.
Honor system. That suited me just fine. Inside of an hour, I'd cased the layout and found the main safe. It was on the second floor, and it was so beat up I could have opened it left-handed with a sectional jimmy. Oh, what a setup. It was the first time I'd ever been paid to case a joint by the very people I was going to knock off. Well, 3 weeks went by while I tossed crates and boxes around in the shipping room, playing the innocent-eyed ex-con. What I was really doing was mapping the place, right down to the tacks and the rugs. And then I decided it was time to operate. The kid, I didn't even think about him. I broke my parole by going down to the Roundhouse, a bar I used to hang out in.
Jumbo!
I wanted to hear you all the way down to the parole office, knothead.
Oh, yeah. I got excited seeing you, Jumbo.
Oh, well, don't lose your head.
The usual, Jumbo?
Yeah. What happened to Stinger McClure?
The Stinger?
Yeah.
He was picking somebody's pocket on the subway and the door closed on his arm. The way that undertaker fixed him up, you wouldn't think he had a scratch on him. Ha! It's good to see you back, Jumbo.
Julius, I've been kind of out of touch with things. Maybe you can help me.
I'll try.
I need a couple of guys, Julius. A good electrician who knows the wires, a lookout, and a small guy who can squeeze in through a ventilator.
Let me see. Anybody special in mind?
I was thinking of Ralph Petrucci and Froggy Quinn.
Those guys are around. They haven't been down here. Not in a dog's age.
Any chance of getting a line on them?
Yeah, I got some ears I can mutter into. Might be kind of hard, but I'll try.
Okay, Julius, I'll take care of you. How about another splash in the glass?
Coming up. Also on the house.
Jumbo, I've been looking all over for you.
Kid, what do you think you're doing here?
What's important?
Look, it's after 10 o'clock and you're supposed to be in bed. That's what's important.
So are you, too. You're on parole. But I'm going right home, Jumbo, honest. I just want you to come with me. I got a surprise for you.
What surprise?
I can't tell you here, but it's really big.
All right, kid, let's get it over with. He led me out of the bar and up the street like he just discovered oil in our kitchen. I couldn't figure out what the surprise could be. And when we got to the apartment and opened the door, you could have knocked me over with a baby's rattle. The two guys I asked Julius, the bartender, to scout for me were sitting on the sofa, big as the ears on a bull. Ralph Petrucci and Froggy Quinn.
Oh, here he is, fellas.
How are you, Jumbo? Welcome home.
Oh, hello, Ralph. But how did... Give me a mint, Jumbo. Froggy Quinn, I can't believe it. How did you guys get here? How did you know?
I got him, Jumbo. I knew you was looking for him.
You knew I was looking for them?
Sure, for the job.
What a kid, huh? What job, kid? Come on, tell me, what job?
The one we're gonna pull.
Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. We're not pulling any job.
Sure we are, Jumbo.
Let me tell him, Ralph. Who do you think got you the parole? Who do you think got you that job in the department store? This apartment.
Who?
Me, that's who. I went up to that creep, Mr. Bishop, and cried my eyes out like a little baby, telling him how much I needed my own man, and wouldn't he help me?
Kid, you don't know what you're talking about.
And furthermore, we're not going to knock off the department store the way you've been thinking.
Who says we're not?
I do. We're clipping the loan company next door. That's where they keep their money nights, and that's where the real pile is. Now, here's a plan.
Now, hold on a minute, kid. You going crazy or something?
He knows what he's doing.
Well, there's not going to be any job like this, and there's not going to be any kid like that in on it.
Yes, there is, Jumbo, with or without you. I've been planning this job 3 years, and I'm gonna go on it. Are you?
I stood there looking down at that 90-pound skinny little kid, my own flesh and blood, planning a job like a hard guy who'd been in the rackets all his life. I felt like batting him right down through the floor. But everybody stood there staring at me, waiting for my answer. And all of a sudden, I knew what it was going to be, because I didn't like the looks of this job.
What was that, Jumbo?
You heard me, Froggy. Count me out. I don't want any part of it.
Jumbo, you're nervous. You just got out. Now, we'll all pretend we didn't hear what you said. A chance to say something else.
Jumbo, I thought you'd be proud. I planned it.
I said I want no part of it. Now, don't waste time beating your gums.
What's the matter, Jumbo? Don't you trust your own kid?
Save that dog guy for some stupid cop and you're standing in a lineup. Jumbo Brannigan don't trust nobody.
Jumbo, you're forgetting the kid here's got a real head on him. He even sprung you.
I've already thanked him. So long.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's going to be that way, huh, Ralph?
Yeah, Jumbo, it's that way. Now, while you're watching the gun, let me explain something to you. Before the kid could get in front of that parole board, he had to hire a longmouth, and that longmouth charged $5,000. Me and Froggy got it up, and that means we sort of got an interest in you.
Is that right, kid?
Sure it is. We got you out to pull this job tonight.
And it's gonna be pulled tonight. We can't get nobody else to stand in for you. I mean it, Jumbo. $5,000 don't grow on trees, so just try to walk out of here. I'll kill you. Right in front of your own kid.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. William Bendix with Tommy Bernard in The Gift of Jumbo Brannigan. Tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
I was hooked. Oh, I wasn't worried about the heater Petrucci was dangling around on his finger, or the way Froggy was sliding around in back of me holding his shiv with a trick blade. I could have given both of them plenty of trouble. But I began to look at it another way.
Hi, Jumbo, what do you say?
Well, you can put the Betsy away. I'm in.
What did I tell you guys? He's the best groover in the business, my old man.
You'll have a chance to prove it. Jumbo, there's $75,000 stashed in that loan company safe. Just waiting for you to blow it out.
And that's why we have to do it tonight, Jumbo. They got all the receipts in for the tax people.
Yeah, come on, let's get down to business, huh? Here. Here's the layout.
Well, let me look at it.
Yeah.
How do we get in? Who's going to do the skylight part?
That's where the kid fits in, only we don't need a skylighter.
I just get under the Adams Street entrance, see? And I stand there and bawl my eyes out. The watchman will see me through the glass. There's only one on duty at 11:30.
What are you giving me?
Jumbo, I've been selling papers on that corner for 3 months. It's a cinch, like I said. The watchman will come out and wonder what's the matter with me. And you guys will go in.
How's that for an angle, Jumbo?
Well, I got to get some tools.
Don't worry, Jumbo. I already got them. Look.
Soup, drills, fuses, torch, everything.
Well, all right, you guys case on out of here.
What?
I said breeze. I want to talk to my kid.
Okay. But don't make the mistake of changing your mind.
Ralph, you can push me only so far, and I'll beat it.
Jumbo, I think the luckiest thing that ever happened in my life was being your son.
You think so?
Why, I'm bound to be a big-timer like you before I'm 17. Think of all the things I'm going to learn from you. Will you show me how to do a jam blast tonight?
Yeah, sure. Sure, kid, anything.
Something on your mind?
Huh? Oh, no. No, just thinking over this job. You always got to think 'em out good.
I'm learning already. Maybe I'll grow up to be just like you, huh?
Would you like that?
Would I? Why, you got everything. Think of all the big dough you handled in your time. And look at the friends you got.
Yeah.
Ralph and Froggy says there's no one can touch you in your line.
They're right, no one.
Tell me about the Seamen's National, will you?
The Seamen's National. You heard about that?
Sure, I heard about it. And I heard about the Daily Smith thing in Denver. And the neat switch you pulled up in Montreal.
Oh, sounds like a history book on me.
Wait till you see this. A scrapbook, Jumbo. I got all your clippings. From the first time they nailed you on the St. Louis thing.
St. Louis. I was 15.
Yeah. And right down to the Akron, Ohio caper. Boy, was that something.
Yeah. Kid.
What?
You believe me when I tell you something?
I know what kind of guy you are. You wouldn't kid me. Sure, I believe you.
Well, then pay attention tonight on the job. Do like I say?
Sure, Jumbo. You're the boss. Anything you want.
This is your first time. No mistakes.
No mistakes. Wait till you see me in action. You'll be proud of me. Like I'm proud of you. Just watch.
Yeah, kid. I'll be watching.
I'm glad you aren't sore about me lining up this thing. Getting hold of Froggy and Ralph and all.
No, no hard feelings, kid. I'm not sore one bit. We all started out at 11:15. Ralph and Froggy were nervous. The kid acted like an old trooper on opening night. We stood in a doorway while he went into his act. The watchman opened the door.
Oh, what's the matter, Sonny? What are you crying for?
I got no place to go.
No place to go? Oh, but you're only a kid. Where's your mother and father?
I don't have any, mister. I'm all alone. I'm afraid.
Well, I shouldn't do this, but...
Shut up! Get back inside.
What?
Make one sound and I'll blast your head off. Froggy?
Yeah.
His gun. Got it. Now inside.
Street's all clear, Jumbo.
You sure?
Like a dance hall Sunday morning. Let me take care of this guy.
I'll do it.
Now, look here.
You hit it kind of hard, Jumbo.
What's the matter? No guts? Froggy, tie him up.
Okay, Jumbo.
And gag him.
Yep, right.
Ralph, the shades.
Okay.
Where's he alone?
I told you, you don't have to worry a thing about that, Jumbo.
You let me do the thinking.
It's by the office door. I wonder if he's dead.
Well, the guard just made his call in. We got 15 minutes to crack it.
Do you think we can do it, Jumbo? You think we can?
All right, Yellow Belly, this is where you get off.
Get off?
Yeah, outside. Go on, get out of here.
But, Jumbo, what's the matter? What did I do?
You dumb little bonehead. Anybody could have set this crackerbox up. Now get out of here.
I waited a long time for this. I won't go. I thought we were pals. And you hit me.
You're kind of hot on the kid, ain't you?
Keep your mouth shut or you'll get the same thing. We can't have him hanging around.
I won't go. You can kill me first.
Oh, no.
You won't. You won't throw me out. I want to be in on the job. I want to be in.
Now get away from here, or you'll bone up the whole thing with your ballin'.
Jumbo!
Now let's get to the men's work. The tin can was an antique, but it was tough. I worked as fast as I dared. Ralph and Froggy helping me, but the drills kept breaking off. Ralph was nervous and Froggy was juggling the nitroglycerin in a way that set us all on edge. I was using my last drill bit when the job came to a sudden end.
The alarm! The alarm! Jumbo, you set the alarm off. We'll never get out of here now.
Froggy, put that nitro down.
Okay, but I'm blowing.
All right, everybody, put up your hands. Stay where you are.
Nobody's gonna take...
Froggy, put that gun down.
You won't find me that easy. Ralph, get out of my way, Jumbo. Get back.
Ralph, you really loused us up.
Is that all, Brannigan?
That's all, Father.
Ego te salvo. In nomine Patris
Let me
et
through.
Filii et
Let me
Spiritus
through. That's
Sancti.
my old man there. Jumbo.
What's the matter, kid? Ain't you ever seen a guy lie in a gutter and die? I thought you'd been around. It happens lots of times to guys like me. You can do it yourself someday. Just keep on the way you're going.
Jumbo, I was going to learn things from you.
You can still learn things. After I'm gone, study that scrapbook. Look at the pictures in it of me in and out of jail. Pictures like the ones they're taking of me right now. They ought to be swell for you. Go on, get away from me. Get away from me. And don't forget the way you saw me dying, will you? Don't forget. Because if you're as dumb as I've been, you're going to end up the same way. Kid, take a good look at me.
Was that the best way?
It was the only way. Maybe he understands now. Hiya, Captain Cross. Thanks for answering my phone call.
You wouldn't have been hit, Jumbo, if Petrucci hadn't tried to run.
Oh, it's all right. Just saved everybody a lot of trouble.
Jumbo, why did you tip me off in advance that you were going to pull a job?
The Padre here can tell you, Captain. It was a A little gift I arranged for my kid.
Vos omnipotent Deus Pater Spiritus Spiritus Sanctus. Amen.
Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. William Bendix.
This is Harlow Wilcox again to tell you that Autolite makes over 400 fine products for cars, trucks, planes, and boats in 28 plants from coast to coast. These include complete ignition systems used as original factory equipment on many leading makes of our finest cars. Generators, coils, distributors, electric windshield wipers, voltage regulators, wire and cable, starting motors, and many more. They're all engineered to fit together perfectly, work together perfectly, because they're all part of the Autolite team. So, friends, don't accept electrical parts supposed to be as good. Ask for and insist on Autolite original factory parts at your neighborhood service station, car dealer, garage, or repair shop. Remember, you're always right with Autolite.
Next week on Suspense, our star will be Mr. Ronald Coleman in Vision of Death. And in weeks to come, you will hear such famous stars as Mr. Van Johnson, Miss Joan Crawford, and Mr. Jack Carson, all on Suspense.
Suspense is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Portions of this program were transcribed. In tonight's play, Tommy Bernard was young Brannigan, Jay Novello was heard as Froggy, and Ed Max was Ralph. Others in the cast were Leo Cleary, Joseph Kearns, Herb Butterfield, Junius Matthews, and Charles Calvert. The Gift of Jumbo Brannigan was written for Suspense by E. Jack Newman and John Michael Hayes. William Bendix may be heard on his own show, The Life of Riley, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer.
And remember, next week on Suspense, Mr. Ronald Coleman as a mind reader who discovers his nightclub act is not a fake. A story we call Vision of Death.
You can buy world-famous Autolite resistor-type or standard-type spark plugs, Autolite stateful batteries, Autolite electrical parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
Today, the three major objectives of your Red Cross are the servicing of our armed forces everywhere, the training of defense emergency units, and the providing of blood to both the civil and military. Donate your time or money to the Red Cross. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. The Armed Forces Radio Service brings you another tale starring Mr. James Stewart in The Rescue. A story well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Mr. Atherton's office? I'm sorry, he's out at the moment. May I take a message?
A routine office lie. You protect yourself that way from the world outside. My private office was soundproof, violence-proof. As removed from the world as a monk's cell. and that's the way I wanted it. Mine was a respectable public relations job for a national committee with headquarters in the Wardman, one of the oldest and most respectable hotels in the capital. It was a March day of sudden warmth, the kind of pre-spring day you get in Washington. The air conditioning wasn't on yet. The window was open. The window was open. And it was through that window that the world of violence suddenly came to me, in a way I shall never forget. I was dictating to my secretary.
Shall I read back that last sentence, Mr. Atherton?
Yes, Helen, please do.
Your recent contribution couldn't have arrived at a more timely moment nor in a more timely amount. In fact,
it may make the difference between...
Good heavens, what's that?
Well, what is it, Helen?
Girl, she's on the ledge outside the window.
What?
They're trying to get her back into her room. Don't grab at her, she'll jump. Oh, Mr. Atherton, how horrible. She's going to jump.
Here, what are you doing out there? Don't just stand there. Now go back to your room. If you jump, it won't be a pretty death, you know. You'll go right through that glass marquee down there.
Oh, Mr. Atherton, I feel sick.
Go on now. Now, go back to your room. Come on now. They'll help you.
No, they won't. They'll kill me.
It was the first thing she said. And as she said it, she looked straight at me with large, desperate eyes. She was a beautiful girl. I noticed that. And it seemed to make what she was about to do all the more terrible. The other windows of the hotel were open. People leaned out of them, watching. Just behind her, in the room catty-corner to mine, was a nurse and a husky-looking man in a white intern's jacket. They were tense, silent.
They're trying to take me away from here, and then they'll kill me.
No, now, get hold of yourself. Now, it's just a nurse and an intern.
There's another man in there. He says he's Dr. Brune, but he isn't. There he is, see? That isn't Dr. Brune.
I'm Dr. Brune, and this girl is my patient. We're trying to get her to a hospital, and you can all help us prevent a fatal accident by leaving your windows and removing her audience.
He's not Dr. Brune. Dr. Brune says I'm not sick. Oh, please, please. If you'll just stand on your windowsill and hold out your hand, I think I could reach it and get to your room.
If you'll try that, sir, I shall hold you responsible for whatever accident occurs. Now help us persuade her to come back here.
No! I'll jump first.
I've warned you, sir.
Won't you? Oh, won't you just hold out your hand?
Now, don't you think you could go back to your own window? It's much closer for you.
If you won't help me, at least phone Dr. Brune, then you'll know. Call him. Oh, please call him.
Oh, look. The doctor, what's he doing?
Hey, don't try that. You couldn't hold her if she jumped.
Of course he couldn't. What a silly thing to do.
Behind her, the doctor suddenly climbed out on the windowsill and reached towards her, as she'd asked me to do. With my warning, she'd moved a few feet along the ledge, away from her window. And that was my responsibility. That involved me.
You'll phone Dr. Brune. You will? You will?
Shall I get him for you, Mr. Atherton?
Well, wouldn't it be quicker just to phone downstairs? I'm sure they'll know.
Everything we can. Pardon me. Main desk.
This is Mr. Atherton. I want to find out
about the girl on the fourth floor, like everyone else in the hotel. We're terribly sorry, Mr. Atherton. The ambulance is waiting at the side entrance, and if you'll just bear with us, I'm sure everything will be...
No, I'm not making a complaint. I just want to find out who she is, who the doctor is.
Oh, of course, Mr. Atherton. Why, she's just a government girl. Her name is Hilary Sellers, and she and her mother came here last fall.
Her mother? Where's her mother now?
Well, it's an odd coincidence, Mr. Atherton, but she committed suicide several weeks ago. Oh, not here in the hotel, you understand. And I can assure you today is the first time...
Never mind that. Tell me, who's in there with the girl now?
Why, that's her doctor and a nurse and...
And is his name Dr. Brune? Is that Dr. Brune?
Yes, that's right, Dr. Brune.
Are you sure it's he?
Oh, certainly. You see, he came to take her to a hospital, and he promised there'd be no trouble. And then this had to happen, but I assure you...
I sat there for a moment, angered by the brutal indifference of the clerk. Then I stood up and I went to the window. She was still there on the ledge, waiting, quiet and motionless.
Did you phone him?
Hillary, now listen to me. Now, Dr. Brune is a psychiatrist, isn't he?
Yes?
And your mother committed suicide, didn't she?
Yes. Yes, but...
But now you must face the facts. Now, you're sick, and the doctor is just trying to help you so that what happened to your mother won't happen to you.
No. No, Dr. Brune said it wouldn't. I'm not sick.
Oh, but you're proving you're sick by standing out there and risking your life. Now go back to your window. They'll help you. She just stared at me for a moment, and then she moved. Slowly, she inched her way backwards until she reached the window. The nurse and the intern helped her inside. The window was closed behind her, a curtain drawn. In a moment, people began to leave their windows. I left mine, and that was that. Except that it wasn't. I tried to take up the day's business again, failed. That face, that voice, the tragedy of Hilary Sellers kept intruding like a bad conscience. And finally, I gave it all up. I dismissed Helen for the rest of the day, and I went down to the lobby for a pack of cigarettes. And then I found myself heading down the hall, irresistibly drawn to the side entrance. At the side entrance stood the ambulance. No one was about, and after a moment, I hurried back into the hall. And there, as I passed the elevator, I saw what was now the last thing in the world I wanted to see. The doors opened. I stepped back out of the way at a right angle of the hall. I wanted to turn my back, but I didn't. We always cast a sidelong glance at horror. And so I stood there, and I watched the motionless figure on the stretcher, covered by a sheet. They'd given her some sort of drug. The intern carried one end, Dr. Brune the other. The ambulance was loaded with its quiet cargo, and it left. And the thing was over. It was done. But then, I played the fool. I did something I knew better than to do, but I had to. I had to do it. I found a phone booth in the lobby and a phone book. Let's see now. Brune. B-R-U-N-E, Brune. It's Kimball. K-I-2-8-9-8.
Dr. Brune's office.
Is Dr. Brune in?
Who's calling, please?
Is Dr. Brune in?
Why, who is this, please?
This is Atherton. Lee Atherton.
Yes, Dr. Brune is in, Mr. Atherton, but he's with a patient at the moment.
He's there. He can't be.
I beg your pardon. He is and has been for half an hour.
Now listen to me, this is terribly important. I want to know if you're absolutely certain that Dr. Brune is in his office. Did you actually see him when he came in?
Why, of course he's here. I was in the consulting room with him when the phone rang just now. May I ask why?
Well, then get him. I've got to talk to him now. Go on, get him.
Well, all right. Hold on.
Hello?
Dr. Brune?
Yes, it's Dr. Brune.
This is Lee Atherton, Doctor. You don't know me. But I've got to find out if Hilary Sellers is a patient of yours. Now, do you know her?
What's happened to her? Where is she?
I don't know, but a man impersonating you just drove her away from the Wardman Hotel in an ambulance.
Nurse, call the district police. Get Lieutenant Rogers on the phone.
Dr. Brune.
I'll explain very quickly, Mr. Atherton. Hilary Sellers came to see me yesterday for the first time. Told me Kurt Radin was treating her mother. Now, Radin is an unlicensed quack.
Now, wait a minute, Doctor. I thought her mother committed suicide.
Supposedly, she jumped from the window in Radin's office.
But she didn't?
I think she was thrown.
You mean Radin murdered her?
Yes, and I informed the police of it this morning.
But how do you know?
Hillary told me Raiden was treating her mother for a heart condition with some sort of electrical apparatus.
Yes.
I checked the apparatus with the police this morning. It would be dangerous even to a person with a normal heart.
Oh, I see. But why is Raiden after Hillary?
Because he thinks she knows what he's done and he's got to get rid of her. He ducked out of his office this morning just before the police arrived.
But I'm sure she doesn't know about this.
No, she believes it was suicide. And she's never even met Raiden.
I see.
Here's your call, Doctor.
Oh, all right, nurse. Goodbye, Mr. Atherton.
Goodbye, Doctor. And then I called the police, too. Gave them all the information I had. Beyond that, there was nothing to do but wait. Later, as I walked through the lobby, I passed a woman seated in a chair that faced the elevators. She was utterly nondescript, wearing dark clothes, a black hat, but after I entered the elevator, I gave her a second look through the glass. There was something about that face. This whole dreadful business was discoloring everything. Helen had left the door open for me, and I walked through the anteroom into my office. I went over to the desk and sat down, lit a cigarette. Hello?
Mr. Atherton?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Rogers, District Police. I thought you'd like to know that the ambulance has been located, abandoned on a side street in Georgetown. I'll let you know when we catch him. I'm going down there myself.
Good, fine. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Rogers. Goodbye. And then, again, I did something I didn't want to do, but I had to. There was that woman in the lobby. I had to take another look at that woman in the lobby. I took the elevator down and got out. She was still there, seated in her chair. She was talking to a man who stood beside her. His back was to me. As I walked by, I looked at her very carefully, and suddenly I recognized her. It was the nurse, out of uniform. I looked at the man. Yeah, Raiden. And in that instant, I understood everything. Somehow, they had lost Hillary in the hotel, carried the nurse out on the stretcher, and laid a false trail to Georgetown with the ambulance. And now they returned to find her, and kill her while they still had the chance. For them, the safest spot in Washington was the hotel. For Hillary, it was a death trap. I went quickly into a phone booth, started to call the police. And then I saw Raiden suddenly jerk his head upward toward the mezzanine above the lobby. He said something to the woman and quickly started toward the stairs. I left the phone booth and followed him. I knew he'd seen only one thing, Hillary. I darted up the stairs just in time to see him enter the door at the end of the mezzanine.
Come on in, friends. Come on in. I'm Jack Clark. What's your name?
Huh? Oh, never mind. Look, where'd the man go came in here just now? I don't see him. Where'd he go?
What man?
Well, just a few seconds ago. You must have seen him. And just before that, there was a girl.
Oh, a girl. Well, listen, friend. Girls spell trouble. Nothing but trouble. Forget her. Now, come on, have a drink and forget her.
No, I don't want to drink it. Just tell me, where did he go?
I'll find you a drink, friend. Now, you wait right here.
A drunken fool staggered off through the crowd, and I looked around very carefully. The room was jammed almost entirely with men there standing around in groups, drinking, all talking at once. I couldn't see Raiden anywhere, nor Hillary. But I noticed an exit across the room, and I started to make my way toward it.
Here you are, friend. Here's your drink. You thought I'd forgotten you, huh? Well, not Jack Clark, see? Well, here, take it.
No, thank you very much, but I can't. I've got to go.
Go? Oh, you can't go yet. The party's just started.
I know, but
Oh! So you won't drink with me, huh? Too good for me, huh?
Don't start that. Now, look, you wait right here. I'll be back in a moment.
I broke away from him and pushed my way toward the exit across the room. I was wasting precious time. Raiden might have caught up to Hillary already. I got out and closed the door behind me. I was in a little recess off the mezzanine. Just across from me was another door. Well, the only thing I could do is try it.
And think not that I, the pale man with the shining rings,
Inside, I discovered about 20 women and a sprinkling of small boys seated in neat little rows facing the opposite end of the room. There on the platform stood an extremely tall, emaciated young man with straight yellow hair and his head thrown back, eyes closed. The audience was listening to him intently. I looked around. I didn't see Raiden. A woman was seated near the door alone. I tiptoed over to her.
Really?
Excuse me, madam, but did you see a man? I'm sorry, but this is a matter of life and death. I must know if you saw a man come in here a few minutes ago.
Really?
Please, I must know.
All right, if you must know, I certainly did, and I'm going to complain to the management about all you people bursting in here.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
He walked right down the aisle and out through the door behind Mr. Quilliam. And don't you dare do the same thing. Mr. Quilliam won't...
I didn't wait to hear any more. I went down the aisle, around the platform to the door at the rear of it. Apparently, Mr. Quilliam was unaware of my presence. I went out quickly, breathing a sigh of relief. But as I closed the door behind me, I felt far from relieved. It was a storeroom, piled high with tables, chairs, sad bits of old holiday decorations. I spotted another door, and as I ran toward it, I wondered if Hillary was gone through, too. To my surprise, it was in the second-floor dining room. It was deserted now, except for a string quartet practicing on the stage. I started toward them, and then I stopped. And there, standing in rapt attention to the music, was Hillary, safe and alive, listening as though hypnotized. She stood there, her lovely face softened by the music. Then all at once she turned and looked at me. Hillary. Now it's all right. I want to help you.
No.
But you mustn't run away again.
I got away from them, all three of them. And I can get away from you.
Hillary, I'm trying to
I
help
won't
you.
go back to them.
Please.
They'll kill me.
Hillary, listen to me. You were right. That was not Dr. Broom. I've talked to the real Dr. Broom, and he says you're perfectly sane. You have nothing to fear.
We are rehearsing. I don't believe you. When I was out there, you told me I was not sane, and you made me go back. They want to kill me.
Please. As she said it, the door near the stage slowly opened, and through it came Raiden. I grabbed Hillary by the arm, and I dragged her through the sliding doors in the main entrance. I glanced down the hall toward the elevator, but it was too far. Raiden would be halfway across the dining room by now, so we took the stairs and we ran down. Down, further down, all the way to the basement. There we could find a way out of the hotel. At the bottom of the stairs, however, Hillary stopped.
Where are you taking me?
Away from him.
Away? From who?
But you saw him in the dining room. That's your kidnapper.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Hillary, you must believe me. Quickly, he's coming. There was no time now to get out to the streets. I pushed her through the nearest door and closed it, but for a tiny crack through which I could see the stairs. In a moment, Raiden's feet appeared, and then his hand with a gun in it. I closed the door quickly and fumbled at the lock, and it worked. In the back room, someone was operating what sounded like a pressing machine, but there was another door, and I pulled Hillary after me. We were in the laundry. It was deserted, and in its windowless, unlighted dusk, I could see the huge white shapes of the washing vats. I pushed Hillary behind one of them, and then behind the door, leaning in the corner, was a short, smooth two-by-four, and I grabbed it. And then I stood there and waited.
Yes, I'm coming!
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know it was locked.
Where is she?
There's nobody here but me.
Don't lie to me. I saw them.
But, sir, I'm all alone here.
I smashed his gun arm with my club. He turned toward me momentarily confused. I raised my club again, and I brought it down. Glanced off his temple, and he slumped heavily to the floor. He lay there, quite still. The tailor appeared in the doorway, dazed.
The police. I'm going to call the police.
Suddenly, Hillary reached up and picked Radin's gun up. Before I could make a move, she sprang to her feet and stood there facing me, holding the gun directly at my stomach.
Who are you? Who are you?
Hillary, it's over. That's Kurt Radin. He murdered your mother. She didn't commit suicide. And you're sane. Don't you understand? You're sane.
You're not real. You came out of my mind.
Hillary, stop it.
This afternoon in the window. You were my own mind telling me the truth. That I am insane, like my mother. Now you're my own mind telling me what I want to hear. That I'm safe.
No, Hillary, no. I'm real. And you're safe. Now listen to me.
But I know the truth now. I'm insane like my mother, but I won't stay here. I'll die. I can do it. Now. I can kill myself.
I hit the gun the instant she pulled the trigger, and the bullet tore a groove across the fleshy part of my hand, buried itself in the wall. I stood there, looking at my hand, which was bleeding. And then I looked at her, and I saw to my astonishment that her face had relaxed. And she moved towards me, slowly, closer and closer, and she reached out her hand to touch the blood on mine.
Blood. You're bleeding. You are real. You are real.
Yes, Hillary, I'm real. And it is true about your mother. She didn't kill herself. And you're safe.
Yes, safe. And I can believe what you tell me?
Yes, Hillary, you can believe me. You can believe everything I tell you. And everything I'll ever tell you.
What's your name?
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio Service.
Autolite and its 96,000 dealers present Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you a story of desperation and terror, Another Man's Poison, starring Mr. Charles Boyer.
I am Claude Bourget. Regardless of what you've read about me in the papers, money means nothing more and nothing less to me than it does to any other man of moderate income. You must realize that. You must know that I only wanted to give my family every comfort and advantage I could. At least I think that's the reason I hesitated several months ago. At least I hope it's the reason. Because there it was. Wouldn't you have looked at it? Wouldn't you have opened it up? A package, wrapped in brown paper and tied with a heavy cord. Wouldn't you have opened it? And then, all I knew was that I had to get home with it. Quickly. Alice!
Claude! What? Claude! What's the matter? What happened?
Look at this. Look at it.
Oh.
There must be thousands of dollars in this bundle. 75, perhaps 100,000.
But where? How?
Oh, I stopped, you know, the way I stop. I stopped for wild flowers for the office, the way I do sometimes. It was there. Must have been there for months.
Call the police.
You can tell it was there for months by the faded bills and... Police? Why the police?
Because it isn't ours. Someone lost it.
I don't know. What if I do? Isn't there money? Let anyone with a good enough story come along, anyone, and they would turn it over to him. They wouldn't be out anything.
Claude, you have to turn it over to the police. Well, how could we explain it?
Well, we'll move away, go to the Pacific coast or something, and...
This is our home. The children have their friends here. Our friends.
Yes, you're right.
It's fine.
Just allow me one thing. Let me protect our interest. Isn't that reasonable? To protect our rights?
How do you mean?
Well, I'll go and see Tom Haskell.
Well, all right. But, well, how can a lawyer help? What for?
You said all right. You said you would let me look after our interest in this.
And then you'll give it to the police.
I'll do the right thing. You know that, Alice. Now, give me a satchel. A small one. When I found that money, I had looked around quickly, like a fugitive. Like I had done something wrong. Why? I don't know. I just know it was more cash than I had ever seen at one time. $98,000 is a lot of money, especially to a man who is 46 years old and hasn't made more than $7,000 a year. A man who screamed and saved like any other man who loves his family. That's why I had to know my rights and responsibilities for my family. Tom Haskell told me it would take 12 months to get the money. 12 months.
Well, Claude, either you keep the money in your possession or turn it over to the police. Either one, but with either one, you have to give an affidavit to the police within 3 days.
And at the end of a year?
The law says it's yours if no one presents valid proof to the contrary.
Hey, mister, who is to say it's valid? Who is to say that the proof is strong enough?
The police, if you turn the whole thing over to them.
Well, don't I have a voice in this? Don't I have any rights?
Oh, it's your choice, Claude.
Now, look, possession is 9/10 of the law.
That's what the book says.
I don't have to give the police the money as long as I tell them. Is that it? Is that what you want me to do?
You're asking me to tell you exactly what you should do. Well, Claude, I can't. Now, both ways are legal. Both ways are right.
What would you do?
If I'd found the money?
Yes, if you had to decide. I'm asking you as a friend. If you had to decide between keeping it or turning it over to the police.
Well, I don't know. No one could know if it's worth the risk. No one but the man who actually had to make such a decision.
If it's worth the risk? What did he mean? What risk? I had a feeling he meant something evil. I didn't want to hear it. He had given me legal advice. That was all I wanted. I didn't want to hear about risks. Men have taken risks for much less, much less. But I am a believer in law, doing everything by the law. You learn that in real estate business, that it is best to do everything by the law.
Anything else, Mr. Bourget?
Well, I think that's all, Lieutenant.
Get all of it, Joe?
That one part Mr. Bourget mentioned, the money, I didn't quite get where he was keeping it.
Clarify that, Mr. Bourget?
Just keeping it.
You know what you're letting yourself in for?
Now, look, I came here voluntarily, Lieutenant. I came to the police of my own free will.
No one said you didn't.
But you imply things I do not like.
It's not me. I'm sure you're straight because I know you a little, but there are strangers who won't believe you actually found $98,000. There aren't many who do that, but it doesn't take many. Never has.
You attempt to frighten me. Why, I don't know. I don't understand.
I'm trying to protect you.
From nothing at all.
This will be in the papers, every paper in the country.
I expect it to. There is no other way the owner can be found. I want everyone to know.
And everyone will. Every grifter and fast con man, every boiler room spiel artist.
Now, is there anything illegal in my keeping the money?
No.
Well, then you have my number, Lieutenant, and I'll refer any legitimate claim to you for investigation.
Bourget.
Yes?
98,000 will buy a lot of things, but one of them isn't a new neck.
I hated Lieutenant Gaston. He hadn't done anything to me, but I hated him. He had made me afraid. No, he had made me realize I was afraid. Why do we hate people who make us realize we are afraid? But the months passed and nothing happened. Just torrents of lies and hysterical claims, a few threats. Some I turned over to Gaslin. Nothing at all.
Claude.
What?
The phone.
Oh, what time is it?
Almost dawn. Claude, don't answer it. Oh, please, Claude. Who's calling?
Yes?
Mr. Claude Bourget,
Yes?
Kansas City calling. Here's your party.
Kansas City.
Bourget,
Who is this?
that's not important right now.
I won't speak unless you identify yourself.
You don't have to. I'll do the talking. That's better.
Now, if it is about the money, the police investigate all
Shut up and listen.
Now, I will not be talked to like that.
What was it, dear?
Nothing at all. Another one of those fanatics.
Oh, come to bed, Claude. Claude, come to bed.
I'm sorry, sir. Your party was disconnected. Go ahead, please.
I'll make it simple and clear. Until I see you, don't spend any of that money. Don't recognize anybody's claim to it. Don't contact the police. It'll be easier for you. A lot easier if you follow my instructions.
No, listen. Hey, come back.
What is it? Claude, come to bed.
Nothing, Elise. Nothing. Now, what would you do if you had found something valuable and a clerk wanted it? What would you do if a threatening call came in the middle of the night? That's when it is worst. In the middle of the night. If the sun were shining, the voice would not have been so frightening. And then do you know what you do? What I did. I watched each shrub, listened for each car, waited for each sigh of the wind. And as time passed, yes, a month, a whole month, I knew the man was waiting, watching and waiting for the safe time to come to me. I became so tense, I even jumped when the mailman walked into my office abruptly. It's you.
And they keep coming. There must be about 20 letters in this bag.
Any more?
No. Funny, you'd think after all these months there'd be somebody to claim it.
Really? Well, look at these letters. All of them. All the same. Lying, cheating, blackmail. Not one legitimate claim. Not one.
Not even one?
What?
Claude, you've lived here how long? 15 years?
18 years in this community.
That's right. And most people like you.
But you know, a few of them get whacked up sometimes. Sometimes they'll let a guy who talks like they do take their silverware. But an honest guy with an accent can't be honest because he has an accent. You know what I mean?
Yes. Or if he has $98,000.
Especially if he's got $98,000. They say if you were playing straight, somebody would have come along with a legitimate claim.
I have been honest. By the law. Honest by the law.
I know. Only say all these letters. Hundreds of letters.
And I won't read any more of those. Tell them that. See? Into the wastebasket. Tell them! I knew I shouldn't have shouted at him. I knew it. He was a friend. But even friends became a burden while I waited. I lost interest in my work, didn't pay attention to it. I began driving around the town, looking for something, for someone. For the man who phoned. I know it sounds crazy because I didn't even know what he looked like. Yet, I thought maybe something somehow would give him away. All the while knowing nothing would. That's why my friends were becoming a burden. That's why it was hard to talk to them. Hard to talk to anybody.
Oh, I don't care what the reasons, Claude. You can't treat friends like that. People would just stop inviting us to parties.
I was getting on my nerves.
Oh, the past weeks, everybody does. Everybody.
All right. Go inside. I'll get the paper.
Bourget.
Who is it?
My name is Chronic. I hope you followed my instructions.
Now, if you have a legitimate claim, why are you sneaking around?
Keep your voice down. You're frightened, Bourget. That's good.
Of you? Now, just tell me what you want.
The money.
You'll never get it. It's in a bank.
Then you'll take it out.
You'll never make me.
I think you'll want to. Now listen fast, Bourget. A year and a half ago, there was a big upstate payroll job.
The money is mine.
400,000. Half of it's been found. Only half. 3 men pulled that job off. One's in South America.
No, it belongs to me.
And one's in jail. The third one, nobody saw him. So he could be anybody.
No.
Me, you, anybody.
Leave me alone.
And that one guy in jail. They wanted him to talk for a long time. He's ready to now. He's ready to say Claude Bourget was number 3. No. That Claude Bourget killed a payroll guard. That Claude Bourget
I don't believe you. I don't believe a word you say.
He sent a letter to the police in this town.
I'm known here. I'm respected. I'm known.
What judge would believe a man just happened to find $98,000 in a field? Come now, Mr. Bourget. What judge would believe that?
For years. I'm known here.
The man in jail can't say he made a mistake. When I tell him to. Good night, Bourget.
I'm known. I'm known.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Charles Boyer with Irene Tedrow in Another Man's Poison. Tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Charles Boyer in Elliot Lewis's production of Another Man's Poison, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
In just a few hours, overnight, everything had gone crazy. Nothing was what it had been. I couldn't make my wife understand why I couldn't go to the police, why it was different now. I couldn't make her realize the terrible predicament we were in, that the money was ours, and Chronic, nor anyone else, had a right to it. But it wasn't time to plan, not a moment. The letter came. I knew it had come. I knew it the moment I saw the squad car pull up in front of my house to take me to police headquarters.
I know it'll straighten out, Mr. Bourget, I'm sure of it.
Well, it had better straighten out. I've never heard of anything so preposterous.
You must realize this robbery was and is a great embarrassment to the police, Mr. Bourget.
Well, why should I be made to suffer for police inefficiency? A criminal, a common thief, a convict writes a letter. Is his word better than mine? I've been a respectable citizen.
We choose to believe you. We want to believe you.
Well, then goodbye. I have a lot of work to do.
You're making it tough for us to go along with you.
Are you accusing me?
It's a request. I'm asking you. Just bring in the money. We'll check it.
Check it? Check the money? Why would you check the money?
Some of the serial numbers in that stick-up are registered.
You suspect me. That's it.
Just bring in the money.
There, Lieutenant. I hope this satisfies you.
5 bills, Bourget. I asked you for all of them.
Oh, 5 or 500, what difference does it make? If they are registered, a few can tell you what you want to know.
These are the old bills. You're not being very cooperative. Went for some new bills?
Well, just check the serial numbers. I've had enough of this inquisition.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
They're not listed.
Now let me alone.
Sit down.
What?
I said sit down. You don't seem to realize your position, Bourget.
Don't try to intimidate.
Where's the paper the money was wrapped in?
The paper?
Where is it?
Well, I don't know.
Burned?
Maybe. How should I know? Why? Why should I know? Why should I have kept it?
When you first found the money, you saw your attorney before you came to me.
No, wait a minute.
Why'd you do that?
I don't have to tell you.
You don't have to, true. But why don't you want to?
Well, it seemed like the right thing to do.
The mailman on your office roof was heard to say you threw away several letters unopened.
That's a lie. I opened and read everyone. Always. All of them.
Think hard.
All of them. Well, yes, except one day. It was nothing. It was this kind of idiotic talk which made me do it.
Why should a man in jail name you as one of the hold-up men he pulled off a job with?
I want to talk to my lawyer.
Why?
It's my legal right.
It is. You didn't have to answer any of these questions. I just wanted you to understand why it would help if you brought in all the money.
Well, all right. Yes. All of it.
Because even more than a robbery is involved in this. There's a murder.
What?
The murder of the payroll guard. You can go now, Mr. Bourget. I said you can go now.
Yes. Yes. A paperback no one would keep, I also threw away. As any man would see a lawyer first, I too saw one. As any human being would have become angered, I tore up the letters. But these all meant something else when Gaston put them together. They meant I too must add them up and find the perfect answer. It had to be perfect. One misstep, one error, and my life, my business, everything would be gone. It had to be perfect.
Call Tom Haskell. You need a lawyer, Claude. You must have a lawyer.
Oh, I went to him once. Did he anticipate anything? Did he tell me what to do?
Well, you need him now.
The money. If they registered any of the serial numbers of that money, I'm through. I'm finished.
Well, maybe it
must be. Everything fits together. The robbery north of here, the amount of money, its age, Krannick's story.
Give the money to the police.
Yes, and if I do, Krannick will not recall the letter.
Oh, but Claude, if the money isn't registered, there's nothing to fear if the money is...
And if it is, what shall I do? There must be something. There has to be something.
But you're innocent, Claude.
Oh, yes, except that thousands of innocent men have gone to jail or been executed. All innocent, all of them.
Oh, don't, Claude, don't say that.
They're circumstantial. It's all circumstantial. Most cases are. Money, the letter, or wrapping paper, and the serial numbers. I don't even know what I was doing on the day of the robbery.
It was so long ago. Why do you have to remember? This is crazy. You don't have to remember.
Well, I do, though. That's what it's come to. I must.
Well, then let's remember. Let's try to remember.
Well, it was July. Yes, that's what I was told. The robbery was July of last year.
Well, you went away for the weekend of the 4th. Remember that weekend?
No, later. Toward the end of the month. The last week in July.
The last week?
Yes.
The last week of July.
Yes.
I don't remember. Oh, I can't remember, Claude. I can't remember.
We have to.
Oh, Claude, darling. Get rid of it. We managed before. No. We had what we wanted. Get rid of the money.
It's too late. Don't you understand? It's too late. Oh, the newspapers.
What?
The newspapers. The newspapers from that date. The exact date. Everything would be in them. If I saw them...
Yes. You'd remember when you saw them. You would.
I'll be back in an hour. Now, don't answer the phone or the door until I get back. I tell you, you know when you are being hunted. It wasn't Krennic following me. It was another pursuer. He knew him. The police. If I didn't know it, why did I glance over my shoulder when I entered the newspaper building? I knew it, and I saw him. I went back to the file room, but as soon as I got there, I wanted to get out. I felt something terrible would happen to me if I stayed. I filled out a request slip, and I saw the girl surreptitiously give it to the officer. I waited like a stone image, and finally, when the papers were given to me, I frantically searched them and found it. Yes, I found the paper and the date of the terrible information. And then I had to get home. Home. I would be safe there. Yes, home was a place to think, to figure things out, to save my life.
Are you sure, Claude? Are you sure someone was following you?
No, I've seen him before. I know it was a detective.
Oh, you're too upset. You think he was. You imagine.
I tell you, the police are after me, too.
No, Claude, they can't.
A year and a half. They've waited a year and a half to get someone, anyone, for that hold-up.
Didn't seeing the papers help?
Certainly, a lot.
You remember?
Do you remember?
What?
That week, the Laval farmland I went to see about.
Well, I don't understand.
Upstate. I had to go upstate that weekend.
Oh, no.
Yes, of all weekends, that one. I had to go upstate, that one.
What can we do?
The money, it's the only proof. The only real proof.
They'll find it.
No, they won't.
They'll search.
They'll never find it.
Give it to Krennic. Give him the money.
Krennic? But he's the only one of the three murderers who is alive and free. Do you think he would let me live for 24 hours once he had the money?
Then burn it.
Burn it?
They'd never find it. The proof, one way or the other, the proof would be gone.
Burn it?
The payroll guard was killed.
Come.
You have to.
Yes, I have to. See what it is. I'll get the money.
The stranger, Claude.
Don't open the door. It's Krennic. He's the killer. Tell him I'm out. Keep him away from the backyard.
Just a minute, please.
Over.
He has a gun, Claude, a gun!
Don't burn it! Put it out, you idiot! It's gone, Krennic! It's gone! Out of my way! Let go! The gun! I got it away from... It went off. Brigade! What the devil did you... Keep away, Lieutenant! Keep away from me! Put that gun down! Doctor... Give me. Doctor. Mrs. Boucher, call emergency. Stay where you are, Alice.
But Claude...
He dies, you'll have 2 murders on you, Boucher. Now, Krennic, listen. Listen, Krennic. You'll bleed to death, Krennic. Listen to me. There won't be any doctor unless you tell them. Tell them, Krennic. Doctor. Tell them, you idiot. Tell them. The frame. The letter. The frame up. Doctor, please. Hey, go on. I framed Boucher. The letter. It was a lie. Thank you, Krennic. Now, Alice. Now, call a doctor. Call a doctor.
Presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Charles Boyer. Next week on Suspense, our star will be Mr. Jeff Chandler in Fresh Air, Sunshine, and Murder, to be followed by Mr. Dick Powell in Overdrawn on Suspense.
Suspense is produced and directed by Elliot Lewis, with music composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Another Man's Poison was written for Suspense by Arthur Ross. In tonight's story, Irene Tedrow was heard as Alice and Paul Frees as Krennic. Featured in the cast were Herb Butterfield, Joseph Kearns, Truder Marson, and Russell Simpson. Portions of this program were transcribed. Charles Boyer may soon be seen starring in the Paramount picture Rage of the Vulture.
And remember, next week on Suspense, Mr. Jeff Chandler in a tale we call Fresh Air, Sunshine, and Murder.
You can buy Autolite Stay-Full batteries, Autolite standard or resistor-type spark plugs, Autolite electrical parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
This Saturday is Armed Forces Day, the day on which America pays special tribute to the active members of her 5 services. The men and women of our armed forces deserve our deepest gratitude. We salute them as America's finest citizens. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
KNX Los Angeles. 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 Los